And not even if that was the only way that the state could fulfil its obligation to prevent and punish acts of genocide. You know, if we've got UK citizens involved in acts of genocide, isn't the only way we can prosecute them by repatriating them? So doesn't that mean we have a legal obligation to repatriate in order to fulfil our duty to punish acts of genocide under the UN Convention Against Genocide?
I mean, it's an argument. It doesn't sound right to me, but
it's more than an argument, isn't it? It's the 1948 Convention on the Crime of Genocide, and it does place upon us the duty to punish those who've been responsible. So how do we do that if they're in a foreign jurisdiction?
I mean, I'm conscious that all of the different international instruments bring with them different obligations. And so I'm a bit wary of just agreeing with you that the Genocide Convention requires you, as a matter of international law, to repatriate. It may require you to punish those who are within your jurisdiction, but I'm not sure it would go so far as to say that it requires you to bring someone into your jurisdiction.
I just don't understand how otherwise the UK can fulfil its obligation. So other people are bringing people into their jurisdiction, presumably because they think they need to do that to fulfil their obligations. We seem not to be doing it. And it's all very well to talk about historic genocides, as we often do, and lots of virtue signalling by government about marking Holocaust Day, which is absolutely right, and remembering Srebrenica and Rwanda, and so on. But if we are not actually fulfilling our obligation to punish our own citizens who've participated in genocides, then that virtue signalling is a bit meaningless, a bit empty, isn't it?
Yes, I tend to agree with you. I suppose I haven't had this debate with the government, but I guess what they would say is that they would comply with their obligation by being part of a common system of collecting evidence. So the UK does play some sort of role there. And they would probably say that they're pushing for some sort of international tribunal, which may never happen.
I think you might take this up with the government following the session here today in the committee and have that debate.
I mean, say war crimes.
David, what did you say there?
I was just asking whether Jonathan would take up this question with the government. You say there's been no debate about it, and maybe if you were to initiate it, maybe we'd find.
I think we'll be taking it up with the government in our reports. Now,